This is Matt, 2021, question 1F. We want to work out for how many values of a real does the tangent to the curve y equals x cubed minus 3x at the point a, a cubed minus 3a also go through the point 2, 0. So let's try and work out the equation of this tangent line. Well, because it's a straight line, we need to work out the gradient and maybe a known coordinate. But we already have a known coordinate that the tangent goes through. So what would the gradient be? Well, the gradient would be precisely the derivative of our cubic evaluated at x equals a. So the derivative of our cubic is 3x squared minus 3. And at x equals a, dy dx is equal to 3a squared minus 3. So the equation of our tangent would be y minus y1, which is the known y coordinate, is equal to the gradient times by x minus a known x coordinate. So it would be y minus a cubed minus 3a, which is equal to 3a squared minus 3, which is the gradient, times by x minus a, which is our known x coordinate. So what does it mean for it to go through 2, 0? Well, it goes through 2, 0 if and only if plugging in y equals 0 and x equals 2 gives us a real solution for a. So plugging in y equals 0 and x equals 2 means that minus a cubed minus 3a is equal to 3a squared minus 3, all times by 2 minus a. Well, expanding our bracket, this is equivalent to this expression, and then simplifying this by collecting like terms gives us that this expression is equivalent to 2a cubed minus 6a squared plus 6 is equal to 0. So if this has a real solution, then the tangent goes through 2, 0. So how many solutions does this cubic have? Well, this is a positive cubic graph, so you know it's going to have at least one. But how many? It could have either 1, 2, or 3. So let's write the curve y is equal to 2x cubed minus 6x squared plus 6, and we want to determine the number of zeros this has. Well, this is going to be quite hard to maybe solve directly, so maybe it would be wise to sketch the graph by working out other features and then determining the number of roots. So one thing we could look at is the number of stationary points and where they are. So they would be when you work out the derivative, which is 6x squared minus 12x, which is exactly 0 when x equals 0 and x equals 2. So what would the y coordinates of these stationary points be? Well, they're precisely going to be at x equals 0, the y value would be 0 minus 0 plus 6, which is 6. And at x equals 2, they would be at 2 times 2 cubed is 8, minus 6 times 4 plus 6, which is minus 2. So because it's a positive cubic graph, we're going to have a maximum first and then a minimum. So our cubic is going to go through a maximum here and a minimum here. And because it's a positive cubic, it's going to go from minus infinity to positive infinity. So it must do something like this. And we see that it has 3 roots. So there are precisely 3 values of a, which solve star. And if star is solved, then our tangent goes through 2, 0. So the answer is D.